Let me tell you what's gotten lost in all of this with what's going to happen with college football. And everyone's got an opinion about it, right? 3 days ago, the SEC told us who the 2 extra opponents are. Now, all of a sudden, they may not play at all. Big Ten just told you they just released their schedule last week, starting with a Thursday night game. Now they may not play. It's an embarrassment to college football. Not that they might not play, but that a week or two ago, they said, this is our schedule. Ohio State's opening with Illinois on Thursday, September 3rd. That was a week ago. A week ago. On Friday, the SEC had a big television event that said, here's the 2 extra teams that are playing. That was Friday. Now all the word comes out that these teams may not play. It's an embarrassment to college football, not what the decision turns out to be, but how disjointed this whole thing is. And last week, we had the We Are United movement. We all saw the We Are United movement, right? That meant the Pac-12, then the Big Ten had players that said, we're not going to play unless you do this, 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 and this. Okay? Well, then the word got out that college football said, well, we may not play, which is the last thing the We Are United movement expected. The We Are United movement guys want to play. They just tried to use leverage that maybe they didn't have. So all of a sudden, players from all over the country started coming out last night with the We Want to Play movement that said, hey, we want to play. Copeland, the wide receiver from Florida, said, I don't want to go back home. My life's better here. Lingard, the running back in Florida, said the same thing. Trevor Lawrence said, listen, we need to play. He's the most visible player in college football. Justin Fields, the second most visible player, said we need to play. So what winds up happening is the We Are United guys have seen that the We Want to Play guys have kind of overtaken them, have drowned them out. So the We Are United movement kind of tried to wrangle in the We Want to Play movement to make it look like it was one. It's not one. The 50,000 tweets or so that came out are just college football players that want to play. And here's what's gotten lost in this is, do you know what those players have done from January till yesterday? They've grinded, they've lifted weights, they've had tug-of-wars, they've run and run and run and run in hot weather and sweated and lost weight, and were on a nutrition plan and were on a weightlifting plan and ran routes and lifted weights and had mat drills and pushed themselves further they could ever push themselves, harder than they've ever worked in their lives, preparing for what this year will be the most important year of their lives. They've spent 9 months grinding, and then over the weekend they hear, well, we may not play. That's what happened. And I'm not saying they should play. I'm not smart enough to know what the final decision should be. But we've lost sight of these kids. We always say, listen to the players. Well, what the players have said, 50,000 strong, is respect what we've done these last 9 months. This is like you spend 9 months building a house, your dream house. And I mean, you lay the foundation, the cinder blocks and the wood and the poles, and you grind and it's hot and you do it and you mix the cement and you do it all and you build the house and the second story and the floor and the stairs and all this. It's the hardest work you've ever been in your life. And then you paint it and then you have it about ready and you landscape it. This is your dream, 9 months worth. And then someone says, oh, by the way, you can't live in it because it's got roaches. What do you mean I can't live in it? You kidding me? Did you see what I was doing in March, April, May, June, July? Now I can't live in it? That's what nobody's listening to. The players have grinded and grinded. Maybe at the end of the day, it's not safe enough to play. Again, I'm not an epidemiologist. I don't know that answer. What I do know is, don't tell me now when I built the house that the house has roaches. Don't tell me now, because that's why these players are fit to be tied. What an embarrassment. People say we mistreat the players. Well, the truth is we really don't. They live in incredible housing. They get a free education. They should get in a name, image, and likeness, by the way. We should add that to it because they've earned that. But they live in a great world, and for some of them, a chance to make millions when college is over. Not all, but not a lot, but some. So we don't mistreat them in that regard. How we mistreat them is we let them grind forever and then tell them they may not be able to play. This weekend was an embarrassment, and to be clear, I'm not saying let them play. I'm not smart enough to know it. What I am saying is, what an embarrassment that after these players who are making no money are grinding their ass off for 9 months for the most important year of their life to suddenly be told, and then to be told last week, here's your schedule, and to be told this week, you know what, the more we think about it, we may not play. College football was I'm embarrassed for college football this weekend. That is the 10-10 take.